just reported and it was effing ugly. Now, guys, if you've watched our channel, I've been a fan of Intel, but this is where I have to reassess. I always say, you stick to the path unless there's a reason to reassess. This is my reason to reassess. Here is why. Revenue was down 22%. Wow, that is bad. Everything here is bad. The only thing I like, R&D up 17%. So it shows they're investing in the future. I need to reassess this investment. Why is that? Well, I did not expect them to lose 22% of their revenue from year over year in any quarter. That is a huge drop. They're currently down 7%, 9% after hours. This is nuts. Look at this. Net income, they lost $500 million. They made $5 billion last year. I really got to understand what drove these numbers. I am going to do my time listening to the earnings call or reading the earnings call and reading their report. It was bad. I do not like this. So let's look at Intel and our software. And of course, if you're a subscriber of our software, please follow along. It's down 10% now after hours. It's now at its 52-week low of 3570, which is lower than its 52-week low. This is ugly. All right, so these 8 pillars do not include the most recent report. So revenue growth, yeah, it's still probably there, but it's ugly. I mean, look at this. Let's look at their earnings, their income statement. They're guiding, look at their guidance for the year. So here's what I'm going to say about them. They're still guiding to $68 billion in revenue. They haven't done that since 2018, 2019. They haven't done that since then. That's pretty bad, guys. That's going back quite a ways. That's awful. Look at their earnings were already down. Their earnings were up, but look at their free cash flow. It was down. Their free cash flow is already down to $9.6 billion. This might be even worse. We'll have to look at it. So what does this mean for Intel? Well, for Intel, I think what you worry about is this main page. If I'm Intel, here's what I'm cutting. That thing. I'm getting rid of the dividend. And it's going to hurt investors and they're going to hate it and the stock's going to go further down. But if I'm Intel, I'm going to save this $5.5 billion a year and I'm going to go put it back into share buybacks or reinvesting back in the company. Because if we believe the plan we're going to do, if Intel does that, they should be buying back their shares because the stock is super cheap. At 8.2 times, with today's fall, they're at 7.5 times their 5-year earnings. Let's go look at their 5-year free cash flow. Their 5-year free cash flow is 11.35. It would take it down to almost 10. This is where Intel needs to be smart about their money. It'll cause short-term gains. As investors become more and more likely to stick around or they get back into it, Intel's got to show that they can drive revenue again. This was bad. I need to do more research on what caused a 22% drop. I don't know what else to say about that one, but look at me. I'm not scared. I'm just like, okay, I got to figure this out about Intel. I have put sold on Intel. I need to figure out now it's down 11.5%. Bloodbath, guys. This is a bloodbath. So if you're new to this, I'm Paul, new to this channel, I'm Paul, I'm a value investor. I look for where I think there are mispricings in stocks and investments. Now with the Intel, I thought there was mispricing as well. I thought people were over dramatizing Intel's decline. This might be the first indication that my assumption was wrong. That's when I need to go investigate. I look at a company, I look at a stock as totally different things. A company can be great, their stock price can be crap. If you look at one of our other videos, Roku is down 25% after hours because the stock is crap. It was at $4.50 a share. Now it's at $65 a share. It was at $4.50 a share just 1 year ago. Now, the great thing about Intel is they were $50-some a share, so they're not down 85, 90%, but it's still ugly for Intel. So we got to sit there and see when is this turnaround going to happen for Intel. If this is your first time watching us, please subscribe to our channel and look for more videos like this. I appreciate your time. And also watch this next video on our 8-pillar process and how you can use it to screen stocks ahead of time. Thank you very much.